私たちはもう死んでいるの。
What the fuck? This thing budget is too high. You need to cut costs. It can't be. We budgeted everything out in accordance with the budget we were told. The budget for the school festival has been dropping every year. Every class has had to cut costs. You would leave a bad impression were you the first of your class to disregard that. Don't you agree? We're doing this for your own good. We're really sorry, but please rethink your expenses and come back. Are you sure about that? That reminds me, Yuri said she was so hungry she felt like she was about to die the other day. Are you serious, Hinako? Then you really need to fix this. First you need to start eating three square meals a day. Then, leave me be. I'm going back to my research. Saiki, wait, I'm not done with you yet. It's really unusual to see Yuri so flustered. Blue Reflection. We're trying to wrap up the game here with some final bond events. This is... Hina! Yuzu Lime. Sorry for the sudden leap. That's fine, but why? I don't sense any fragments. It's a long story. Hina, you've gotten pretty aggressive. It's not like I could just let her go. True, and if she had all that on her mind, her feelings may have been preserved. Let's take a look. Yeah. If we're actually doing Mal's final event, which means it's in the second area, if we're doing Mal's final event right now, then does that mean that they just... You don't even need to max out their bonds to do that? You just need to trigger their special events? I don't know. Because Mal is not maxed out. Anyway. Oh, here it is. The fragment's power is really strong. There are demons everywhere. Then let's stabilize it. Yeah.
めんどくさいな。どうしよう。必殺の次はどうしよう。
I just used so much health.
大丈夫？やったね。おっと。
I won't forgive them. How dare they try to screw us out of our budget? I knew it. But just getting revenge would be meaningless. I need to put them in my debt. What? They're not trying to bully us. There's no need to get hostile. So I need to guide them down the right path. Mal. That's good. Mal was thinking about them. And about ways not to hurt them. That's right. There's no point in starting a fight. We all need to work together to make this festival happen. I'm sorry for doubting you. What's the word, Hina? Do you need your help? Do we need help? It's okay. This will be committee member work from here on out. I see. Then we'll trust in you and wait. Thanks. Now you've done it. I'm sorry I doubted you, Mal, but I still won't let you go alone. I'm a committee member too. I was thinking that you've got a really pushy side to you. Really? Well, it's not like I'm going to be able to shake you. Fine, call these numbers. What is this? Some sort of list? It's a list of stores run by alumni. That's fine, but what do I say? Well... Excuse us. That was fast. Have you already made your adjustments? We have. Please, look this over. Amazing. It's so much less expensive. Yeah, we worked hard to make it happen. It's unbelievable. What did you cut? Nothing. Huh? What's the meaning of this? What do you mean? What's this budget sheet? None of the items change, but you've rewritten prices everywhere. Yeah, we're buying things from different places. We need the price list given to us by the student council as a reference before, but we managed to make it cheaper. But isn't this too cheap? It looks like you're buying most of these things at cost. We asked alumni to help out. After explaining the situation, they gave us some really good deals. Particularly the new general store that opened near the station. Are you familiar with it? That really stylish shop? So that's where you went? If you ask them, they might help you shave costs as well. I see. Thank you for letting us know. No problem. Anyway, are there any issues with the budget sheet? It should be lower than the other classes. None. Then excuse us. Let's go back, shoot I. Yeah. We did it! I never even thought about asking alumni to help. They already knew that our festival budget is lower than theirs when they were in school. I assumed they'd sympathize with our situation and want to help. I hate doing more work than I need to. It really is great, though. But I still don't understand. Why did the student council look so shaken? Do you know why our budget didn't pass in the first place? Wasn't it because it was higher than other classes? Nope. The second years were buried within budget, while the third years were actually over. Remember? That's right. Were they just trying to harass us? The teachers wouldn't stand for that if they found out, though. The answer's simple. They were trying to use part of the first year's class budget for their own third-year budget. What? They wouldn't change the total cost. And since the student council places their own orders, nobody would find out. It all fits together. The teachers were the ones who cut the budget in the first place. They wouldn't let them go over. Now that you mention it. So I looked for stores that would give us good deals. That balanced the other budgets and solved the problem. I see. But the problem's still a problem. That's why I told you. People only think about themselves. Oh, this did come as a surprise, though. What did? I thought you would have dug up the truth, stuck it in their faces, and forced them to approve your budget. That would only lead to bad blood. Having people resent you is annoying. The best solutions satisfy everyone. And usually lead to future benefits, too. I see. So Mouse isn't trying to get others to submit to her. She's trying to reduce the number of people who end up hurt in her own way. As I figured before. That is exactly as I had figured before. You came at the perfect time. Did you need something? The student council called for us again. What could they want? Who knows? We'll go find out. I believe you had some business with us? I wanted to apologize to you two. Huh? What do you mean? To be honest, the first budget sheet you submitted didn't have any issues. Our class had gone over our budget. We should have to cut things from ours, but we couldn't agree on anything. We decided to use what the other classes didn't, but when the second year's Barry made budget, it fell onto you. I'm really sorry. Thank you for being so open and honest with us. We never would have known if you stayed silent. Shirai came and questioned one of our class's committee members, right? I'm sure she must have realized. You heard about that, huh? And I'm sure you were actually aware of what was going on, too. That's right, to an extent. But you said nothing and reduced your budget. Your advice allowed us to reduce ours, too. So not only do I want to apologize, but I also want to thank you. That's not necessary. Third-year students have a standing to maintain. Nigawa, thank you. Wow, you really do think about what's best for everyone, don't you? This made all the third-year students my allies. Huh? I told you before. This will lead to future benefits. Attacking isn't the only strategy in the book. Okay. I didn't think they would outright apologize, though. Ninagawa? Vice President? Is there something else? Ninagawa, you're the one who told the festival committee about the budget, aren't you? Oh? You used Shirai to sniff around in secret. I'm sorry, what are you talking about? Don't play dumb. You were just trying to find a weakness that you could use against us. Vice President, please, calm down. You hold people's weaknesses against them, threaten them, and control them however you see fit. What? Are there other people that know Mal's hidden side? Shirai... I didn't tell anyone! I know. Calm down, the Vice President, already. Well, it seems she doesn't care much for me. You're pretty and smart and have everything. You probably don't think of anything of people like me. Because of you, Good luck. Wait, Mal! Ugh, what do I do? Vice President, what happened? Well, shit. Mal's off somewhere else now, then. Where the fuck could she be? Wait, she's out in the facility. Why is she out there? Why are there... She's talking to everybody out here now. Wait, Yuri, what the hell are you doing? This shit doesn't make any sense. Kay and Yuri are talking to each other. That's unusual. I wonder what they're talking about. A uniform identifies you as part of a group. The winter uniform demonstrates my ties to the school as well as any. But aren't you hot wearing that? I understand if it's still cold out, if it was, but... Covering up is cooler than exposing your skin to the sun. It also minimizes It minimizes damage done to the skin by the sun's rays. UVB is especially prominent in the summer, and exposure causes negative effects. Best to block it off entirely, no? UVB? Look, you lost me. Are we still talking about being hot? Okay, Yuri, what are you talking about? Shirai, not much. I was just wondering why Saiki is always wearing her winter uniform. I don't see any logical advantages to wearing a summer uniform. I don't know. It's like a fashion thing. Like, no white after Labor Day, but no winter uniforms after June 1st. But that's an arbitrary rule that has nothing to do with the climate. Only a set date. It's completely irrational and disregards variances in weather and temperature. Come on, Shirai, back me up here. Well, as long as she's happy, it should be okay. The teachers would warn her if it was really a problem. It makes me hot just looking at it, but if Yuri has a logical reason to wear it, it simply makes her unique. Unique. I see. Fashion differences are an aspect of individuality. Individuality, huh? Yeah. Saiki's really smart, and she's thought of all kinds of things that I never would have thought of. Sorry for bothering you, Saiki. I guess I should just let you do you. It was actually helpful. Now that we've talked, I've learned more about the way you think. And also, that trying to make all of my decisions through logic is part of my way of thinking. Well, that's really something. I'll try wearing the summer uniform sometime. It might be a beneficial experience for me. Yeah, I'm sure you'll learn the joys of the summer uniform. It's super refreshing and just plain fun to wear. And after that, we can all play basketball. It's way too hot to exercise in winter uniforms. Basketball? I'll refrain from moving my body any more than necessary. Thank you very much. Yuri looks good in the winter uniform, but I can't wait to see her in the summer one, too. How many Yuri fragments is there? There's like 50 of them. Apparently we could have seen any event. Okay, so you're telling me we kind of missed out on a couple Yuri events there. But it looks like we need to finish... I think we need to finish the Yuri event before we even can finish off Mao. Right? Wrong. What do you mean, wrong? Who else can I talk? Are they really chatting up Yuzu and Lime right now? Hold on, no. Skip that. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, 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 no. Hold on. What's going on here? How do I finish this? Are they talking to you? There's no one talking to you. Maybe I got this all wrong. Invite again? Oh, there we go. I don't know why we need this hot spring scene. Now? What? Your skin is beautiful. Of course, I have to take good care of my body. I see. It's so quiet. There's no one else in here, and this is kinda awkward. Mal? What? How much longer are we gonna stay? Let's see, maybe another 30 minutes? I always take a bath for an hour or more. You like long baths, huh? I do it for beauty. Right. We can't have a conversation at all. So then I guess it's the same for Yuri too, isn't it? They want us to go through the rest of those little events first. No, I'm missing something else. What am I missing? What could it be? Do not submit any rating points. You will fuck yourself. I see. That was very useful. Thank you for telling me. No problem. You can ask me questions whenever you want. Hey, Rika, Yuri, what are you talking about? It's you. I was just asking her about her daily routine. Psyche thinks so differently from other people, so I get to hear all kinds of interesting things just talking to her. I talked running track every day, and she started thinking about ways to use my, energy to generate electricity. The body heat generated by exercise will dissipate anyway, so putting it to use would be more efficient. For example, utilizing the Seebeck effect, we could recover the heat energy lost as it's converted for exercise. I have no idea what you're talking about, but it certainly sounds like an average conversation for you. I never thought about running the way she does, so it's really been a refreshing chat. Still, it seems I'm a far cry from normal. This only reinforced that feeling. I have a very few opportunities to learn about the lives of normal girls. I'm very grateful for our chat. Huh? I see. Now I understand why you're talking to Rika. Hold on, I'm not normal either! Rika, that's most normal. And actually, that's the most normal response you could have given. I conducted a survey about who's the most normal girl here, and everyone unanimously brought up her name. I might be normal now, but I'll show you that one day I'll be so far from normal you won't even recognize me. What's wrong with being normal? I think it would help one to blend in with their surroundings without much trouble. I suppose I'd have to experience it to know. I'd like to experience being normal at least once in my life. I can't even imagine a normal version of you. Yuri, aren't you happy the way that you are? Becoming normal wouldn't be a bad thing per se, but I feel like you'd lose what makes you, you. What makes me, me? I've never considered that, but I suppose it means I have my own unique feelings and patterns. Yeah, you really are. You're unique, for better and for worse. That's right, I'm envious of you, Psyche. I know that I'll end up I know that I'll end up normal no matter what I do. That just means you're too, Rika. I mean, you're you too, Rika. Now I understand. In short, I should use you as a reference to what the normal experience is like. I don't want to be referenced for that. But if you really want to try doing normal things, let's go somewhere else. And to go somewhere together. I think I'll know what places are normal and which ones aren't so normal, though that's just a feeling. I'd be grateful, but are you sure you wouldn't mind? Of course. In fact, this could be my chance to escape from being normal too. Interesting. So it would be a mutually beneficial situation. Very well. Let's do that. Okay. It's nice to see them helping each other. Bro, we keep getting like Yuri fragments like 10,000 times. And then that somehow relates to doing something with Mao. Mao, I talked to the vice president. Did you? She was the one who proposed rearranging the budget, wasn't she? Yeah, she was trying to earn favor. But our digging exposed her, and now everyone's blaming her for it. You already knew? As if. I couldn't be bothered to pay that much attention. I thought the apology we got smoothed everything over, but behind the scenes they were looking for someone to blame. I thought everything was taken care of, but it sounds like someone stirred things up. No idea who, though. It sounds like the vice president was already under the president's scrutiny. This incident just makes it worse. It's because of her scheme, and the way she got upset was shameful. So much misdirected resentment and paranoia. It's really quite laughable. Wow. But it is true that I put her in that situation. Is she actually regretting what she did? I don't think you did. What? You were trying to do what was best for everyone in your own way. Before that, I thought you only ever looked down on people. But you're actually trying hard not to let these things happen, right? Don't say that like you know. It's not like I know. I do know. You're blowing this out of proportion. But you really are. But you should already know that most people are weak. Not everyone can be as strong as me. Or you. Mal, are we done yet? The stage is prepared. We should be focusing on practicing. Mal really is strong. But it looks to me like Mal is hurt too. Yeah, teach me more about acting, okay? What are you talking about? I don't have time for this. Don't say that. Besides, you'll only end up complaining about how I'm acting later. You're getting a little too familiar with me. Oh? I want to know more about Mao, and I want to understand her better, in whatever ways I can. Well, that was the end of Mal's story quest, so we should be able to go finish Yuri then. But we probably can't. I just have to keep coming back to the school for some Wait. Ah, shit. How am I gonna do this again? I just keep coming back to school daily? To see something new pop up? So I just have to keep pushing the days ahead then. Because we can only go through one event of Yuri talking to someone a day. That's why we can't finish her stuff. So if I look at it now, I should see Yuri somewhere. Oh yeah, okay. Well, she's gotta talk to both Chihiro and Rin. Well shit, this is really going on for a long time. Well, I guess I know when to end the episode anyway, so fuck it. Uh, mm, Yuri, why are you staring at Chihiro? Oh, it's you. I was observing her. Yeah, I picked up on that, but do you have a reason for doing that? A reason? She has absolutely no feelings of malice, correct? I wanted to learn more about the principles behind such a person. And you thought staring at her would help? I I don't think I'll make a very good reference. Quite the contrary. Simply act as you see fit. If it's not a bother, I'd like to keep observing you. Um... Chihiro's having trouble, like anyone would have someone suddenly said they want to observe you. How about doing the same things as Chihiro? You might learn something about her that way. Interesting. You think I could infer her feelings based on her behavioral patterns? By the way, what were you doing just now, Chihiro? Huh? Um, I was looking at the flowers. Looking at flowers? That may have a relaxing effect. I see. If one relaxes, it may naturally reduce their desire to inflict harm on others. You could say that the flowers offer a therapeutic effect. I assume that such psychotherapy was mere superstition. Is that true? Not a clue. Is there anything else? What else do you usually do? I usually make stuffed toys. You make stuffed toys? What sorts of feelings does that evoke? Feelings? I just want everyone to be happy. I see. I never thought of it that way before. Perhaps I should learn that doing by making stuffed toys as well. Yeah, let's make them together. I don't think that depends on stuffed toys, but both of them seem enthusiastic, so I guess it turned out fine. And now that means I have to go back home again, and then come back. I need to see how many videos I've already recorded today. I kind of doubt that that chapter 11 and 12 are actually going to be... both of them combined should only be an hour long. I don't imagine them being any longer. Wait, she's got to talk about Kaori, Shiori. Oh my god, we still have like 5 more people to talk to. Holy hell. Anyway, it's really cool, and almost like there are sparkles glittering around. Sparkles? Light isn't actually being emitted, so it's quite interesting that it appears that way. Hinako, we were talking about love just now. Love? Wait, with Yuri? Yeah, I don't have the faintest understanding of what love is, so I was having her teach me. That's an idea. Well, it's normal for someone our age to have love on the brain, even if it is analytic, right? Love is a complex entanglement of various factors and can inexplicably influence the mind. I was thinking about what feelings arise from being in love, and it was all very interesting to hear. However, it's all quite beyond me, so I have a hard time grasping the true nature of love itself. It makes sense, but it's hard to understand you've never been in love before. If I can at least comprehend feelings close to love, I should gain some degree of insight. Feelings close to love, huh? Let me think. They say love is blind, so maybe being so engrossed that you can't see anything else would be the closest feeling. That's true. When I think of the guy I like, I can hardly even study. Interesting. I believe I know that feeling. When immersed in my research, I lament every moment I must waste eating. That's a little extreme. You need to eat, you know? Food's too good to pass up. But I suppose that is similar in a way. So it seems. Love's the feeling of not wanting to do anything else, is it? Although it's not directed towards people in my case, I feel as though I understand. And once you actually fall in love, it all starts getting queerer. When that time comes, I'll listen to your love troubles anytime. I see. Thank you. I will do that if the time comes. I think this is a step forward for Yuri. I don't know who I have to talk to around there. Oh boy. You know, I gotta check something right quick. Holy hell, everybody wants to talk. Except for Shihori, she doesn't want to say anything ever again, apparently. I don't know. Depending on how many more episodes we got will depend on, well, how much farther I go with this. I mean, I don't know. A death march, you say? That's not a good sign. Yuri, Fumio, please tell me you're not talking about death marches. Ah, Shirai. Yes, you hit the nail right on the head. She asked me how to improve at the piano, and the death march method immediately sprang to mind. The same death march method that left you collapsed in a heap and earned you a harsh talking to? It would seem humans need to be pushed to their utmost limits in order to exceed them. I've stayed up all night doing research before, but it was never something that pushed my spirit to a spring. Perhaps if I experienced a death march, I could understand the feelings of people pushed to the extreme. Please don't tell me you actually want to try this. It's not good to overdo it. You can't do much research if you get sick, right? Besides, Fumio collapsed due to one of her death marches before. It's really dangerous. Fair point. I did want Psyche to experience what a death march is like, but for the sake of her health, she probably shouldn't. I can imagine it would end well, given how frail she looks. Fumio, you might want to put a filter between your mind and your mouth. You might actually be egging her on. I'm not certain I understand your reasoning, but it seems that I shouldn't attempt it. Yeah, that's what we're saying. In that case, could you tell me about your experience? Testimony might be valuable in way of trying it myself. Sure, not a problem at all. First, all kinds of ideas swirl around my head, then my awareness dims, freeing me from unnecessary thoughts. I see. So that's one's mental state as they approach their limits. What happens after that? Well, it's hard to explain in words. It's sort of like this, soft, fluffy feeling, or bright and shiny. It might have been better if these two never met. Hold on. How many fragments does Yuri have? Hold on. Oh my god. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, okay, wait. Do I only need to do one more then? Or is Yuri going to have the most fragments because she's trying to become human? I don't know. But depending on how many videos I have, we might just do a whole video of reading them text messages. Oh, it's raining outside. It's not done that in forever. Well, you know what? Oh, Mao! Shirai, do you need something? Not really. I was just curious about what you're doing here. Nothing in particular. Really? I mean, most ordinary people wouldn't stay in the pouring rain without some sort of purpose. You got me there. Pretty perceptive, aren't you? I try, so what are you doing there? I was actually practicing my acting. In weather like this? That's right. My next shoot has a scene in the rain. I was practicing for that. You really are a pro. Of course I am. Now, can you leave me alone? I was hoping to keep practicing. Sorry, good luck with practice. Mm-hmm. Hey, Yuri, what's up? I just wanted to share some thoughts on human interaction now that I have talked to an assortment of people. Before, I only saw events before me, people's words and actions, but they have their own circumstances and purposes. I believe that if I should start considering these circumstances, then I can understand others better. Yeah, I think that's right. Sometimes you might wonder why someone did something. Once you start talking to them, their reasons become clear. If you understand the connection between their actions and intent, that might mean you understand their feelings. Interesting. Are you always thinking about such things while working as a reflector? I guess, even if I'm not thinking about it. Being able to do it subconsciously means you must be watching others very carefully. And then, you realize that you have similar feelings within yourself as well. That's not something you can do if you don't truly understand yourself. Yeah, but even if I knew some stuff from the start, I've learned a lot while working too. All things have a cause. People's thoughts and emotions are no exception. Understanding others and their various perspectives could very well form the basis of my true research. Allow me to thank you. You were the driving force that allowed me to progress this far. No, I wasn't. Wanting to know more about everyone, wanting to understand their feelings, that was all you. But before that, you discovered the emotion inside of me. If I hadn't met you, I would have simply continued wandering, never even knowing my own heart. Yuri, you're indispensable to my research. I'd like to continue spending time with you. Yeah, of course. Though it's a little embarrassing when you put it like that. It seems yet another feeling is budding inside of me. Huh? Well, there you go. That's the final Bond episode finished. That's literally all of the Bonds. The only thing I have left to do in the game is beat the game. Literally. That's it. So why don't we do this?